Okay, so the problem with braggadocious is when you fail to use quantitative metrics.
I think that comes up a lot when people are going down that route of building their LinkedIn profile, putting themselves out there, is facing the fear of sounding egotistical, the fear of self promotion. And usually this prevents them to getting to the next level because it's usually your own, when you share your photos, your videos, your quotes, your thoughts, that's usually what gets most engagement. And then that's how you build thought leadership. So, what are some of the steps you tell people to take? How do you help them overcome this fear of self promotion?
Alejandro, do you know who Dizzy Dean was?
I don't.
Okay, well, he was a baseball player way back,
Okay.
in the, I think, 40s and 30s. And he was an announcer when I was a kid. And he was the bane of every English teacher, because he was like the Muhammad Ali of baseball. You know,
Okay.
he was, he was always claimed to be braggadocious, self-promoting and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, he claimed that he and his brother, Paul, were going to win 45 games that year. So all the sports writers were just eating it up and the radio and all that kind of stuff. Well, he won 30 and Paul won, I think, 17. So, I mean, they delivered, right?
Hmm.
So Dizzy Dean has a quote that I always use for the people I'm coaching is it ain't bragging if you done it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, so the problem with braggadocious is when you fail to use quantitative metrics.
Hmm.
You say, well, I'm a world-class project manager. Okay. And I said, well, okay. I said, I've managed projects too, and part of that's in the lead of the about section, and part of it you read. So I said, over the last 40 years, I've worked multiple projects with project teams of 250 people, and up to $8 billion worth of projects. Okay, so I'm associating that with metrics as best I can.
Hmm.
So the project managers I coach, a lot of their opening lines were, "Hey, in the last 7 years, I've been associated with 7 projects valued from, $2.1 million to $27 million with project teams of anywhere from 2 to 23 people, where all the projects were done on time and under budget." Okay, so that's not bragging; that's a fact.
Hmm.
Okay, and if you're putting it on social media, guess what? Your peers are going to know whether whether you've done it or
Correct.
not. So
Correct.
don't lay it out there, if you can't back it up. So I always go back to Dizzy Dean. It's not bragging if you did it, but
Hmm.
naturally it's bragging if you can't describe, what you did.